What we're talking about is Jackson State making the top five for ESPN top 50 recruit Terrence McClain. Now, before we get started with this video, if you would like to donate to the channel, you could do so right here through Cash App. Anything you give is greatly appreciated. Now, let me get that out the way. Now, yes, he's made the top five. Jackson State has made the top five for an ESPN top 50 JUCO recruit. And keep in mind, this dude is really good. And Jackson State does need offensive linemen. So what's so special about Terrence is that he plays tackle and guard. Wherever you need him at, he'll play it. I haven't seen him play center, but tackle and guard on either side, he got you. Like he's the jack of all trades in that area, right? So let me tell you a little bit about him. So Terrence McClain recently announced, I think a few hours ago, his top five. And his top five consisted of JSU, of course, Memphis, Utah State, Syracuse, and ECU. And the caption on that Twitter post said, "I'm shutting down my recruitment." Paraphrasing, of course. My recruitment is shutting down. I will be signing on December 15th, which is early National Signing Day for those of you who do not know. And it's only a few days away. It's only a few days away. It's not long. So he's going to make this decision pretty soon next week. And when it happens, hopefully he's able to come to JSU. But I'm going to give you a little bit of information on him just in case he does, so you'll already have in your mind how special of a player he is. Now, he's 6'5", 295 pounds, almost 300 pounds. That's a big boy. That's a big boy. Like I said, he plays tackle and guard, and he is from Coffeyville Community College. Now, he's a JUCO All-American, and as I said earlier, a top 50 prospect in JUCO according to ESPN. Dude, other than these five that I've already told you, his top five, he also was wanted by Central Arkansas. He was also wanted by Gardner Webb. Charleston Southern offered him. Abilene Christian wanted him bad. Now, the only other school that I've seen him take a visit to would be Memphis, and he thanked them for that. And I think soon after he took that visit, they offered him as well. So who knows? Maybe JSU is going toe-to-toe with Memphis in this thing, because I don't see them losing to Utah State. Let's be honest. Syracuse, they don't win at all. They don't win in the ACC, and they never will. And I think he has to know that. Like, Syracuse ain't winning nothing in the ACC. I'm sorry. No matter how much better they've gotten. ECU, I don't see Jackson State losing to them either. But I could be biased. I think the only true competition they have right now is Memphis. I think it's really JSU and Memphis. All right. And Memphis does have a case, whether you like it or not. They have a case. So when I look at his tape, right, he pile drives defensive linemen. I think because he's so big, he's so tall, he's so long, it's easy for him. He uses technique. It's not just him using God-given ability and him not knowing what he's doing. No, he uses technique, right? And he wins the leverage battle. But it comes so easy for him. He's a bully. He's manhandling college defensive linemen. That's not easy. That's not an easy thing to do. Like, defensive linemen are just as big at the college level as offensive linemen. So the fact that he's manhandling guys with ease says a lot about how strong this dude is. And what I love about him is he's not a lazy offensive lineman. He moves with urgency. If there's nobody to block, he seeks and he destroys. He will get anybody who has a different color jersey on and is in his way. And that's what I love. That's the mindset that you really just can't teach offensive linemen. You either have that or you don't. You have that killer mentality or you don't, right? And that's what he has. So also watching this tape, you'll see no stalemates whatsoever. It's no stalemates of him and the defensive lineman just standing in the same spot trying to, give an inch or push each other an inch. No, every time he comes off the ball, that defender is going a few yards back. He's driving guys off the line of scrimmage every single play. And that's not easy to find. if I'm being honest with you. It's just not. Like I said, he seeks to destroy, moves with urgency, and overall, he's just as good in passing situations as well. It's like he mirrors defenders and their moves. Like he's pretty agile for his size. Also, something that cannot be taught, right? That's something you either have or you don't. I mean, you could put offensive linemen through ladder drills and bag drills, but at the end of the day, an offensive lineman who's as big as he is, who can move, is rare, right? Like it's not an easy get. So the fact that he has that already is something that Jackson State could really use, right? Especially next year, if they get. A lot of people think Zach Evans, still has a chance to come. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. If they get a Zach Evans or a Simeon Wilkerson, who I think is a lot more realistic, right, from the MEAC, at this point in time. If they get these guys, you got J.D. Martin coming back. Tyson Alexander will be returning from injury. Peyton Pickett is gone, but you still have these plethora of backs, this stable of backs that you have, and you need offensive linemen to block for them. The only offensive lineman on your team right now that you know will be starting next year is Tony Gray. Everybody else, maybe Dimitri Jordan, but everybody else is, it's up for debate. You got to work for it again. So if they can pull off Terrence McClain, this will go a big way in not only protecting Shador in the passing game, but it will also go a big way in taking them from dead last and rushing in the SWAC, which they currently are, to, I'm not saying first by any means, because they're going to need more than one guy, right? But it could boost them up a little bit more. Maybe even put them in the middle of the pack, making their offense a lot more balanced so that they don't have to struggle at times during the season, knowing that they can't run at all. So this is a big get potentially for Jackson State if they can pull this off. I think Coach O and Coach Prime needs to be turning up the heat right now, up until the 15th, trying to get this kid to commit. I'm not going to tell you how to blow this man's social media up. He has a lot to think about before he commits or whatever, or chooses who he wants to sign to on the 15th. But if he does post something on social media, right, go under his post, be like, just remind him, we would love to see you at Jackson State, yada, 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 all that. Because if we're being honest, he ain't going to win at Eastern Carolina. He's not going to win at Syracuse, right? Not even going to come close to Syracuse. Utah State, that's a no-no. Memphis, maybe. It's really down to JSU and Memphis, in my opinion. So you let me know what you think about this kid down below in the comment section, because I am genuinely interested to know what you think about his game after seeing his highlight tape. With that being said, you are watching the CFL podcast. Keep in mind, I have a live coming next week with Mr. Derek Tucker himself from South Carolina State. He is an insider. He is also a journalist for South Carolina State. He knows everything that goes on. That's the home team. Y'all know I'm from South Carolina. Tune in for that as well. Celebration Bowl is coming up. I know you want to do a little scouting report for your team, JSU members. I know you do. So tune into the live. We're going to be talking about that, impact players, schemes, everything like that, possible matchups. Make sure you tune in, all right? I will update y'all with the information later, or you may just see a notification at some point this week or next week telling you when the live will be. But I think that's all I have for the announcements. Continue to send recruiting information to me through social media. You can DM me. I'm at work from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So if I don't think I'm ignoring you throughout the day, most likely I just can't have my phone out on the floor. I work in a warehouse. Y'all know the rules with that. Distractions, forklifts going everywhere. You ain't trying to get hit while you're being distracted on the cell phone. So yeah, just let me know. I will get back to you when I can. And I'll make the video when I can. But that's enough stalling. So with that being said, y'all are watching the CFL podcast. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share if you choose to. I'm not gonna beg you, but if you choose to. I go by the name of Kobe, and I'm out. Peace.